Now, wow, what exactly is the crime of this IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu? Because even in the constitution, Nigerian constitution is not against agitations for freedom. But why is the government taking Nnamdi Kanu's case like this? This is really scary. Yesterday, an international working group has declared the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as unlawful and an infringement on its international human rights. The working group on arbitrary detention under the United Nations Commission on Human Rights disclosed this in a statement published on its website. Now order Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu and even pay him compensation. But shockingly, Malami, Abubakar Malami, the AGF, has reacted to this. Says Nnamdi Kanu cannot be pardoned by Nigerian government, that the court will determine his fate. Recall that this is not the first time Malami or the Nigerian government have said this. If you can recall, when some Igbo leaders, Igbo elders, even Igbo leaders, went to President Muhammadu Buhari to appeal to him to release Nnamdi Kanu. That first time, he agreed though, but he said it's going to be difficult, but he will try. But we not know what can happen again. He changed his mind. Then the next thing, he's saying that he cannot interfere with the judiciary, that the court will determine Nnamdi Kanu's fate and all that. After saying that, shockingly, when he traveled to Rwanda, he was telling the Prime Minister of UK, Boris Johnson, that Nigerian government will not release Nnamdi Kanu because he said some unpleasant things against the government and all that. Nigerians come, they wonder, say, we not understand you. Now you come be the court. You said they put your hand, they put your mouth for the matter. Why you can't they talk am? But you know what happened? Boom. The other week was Nnamdi Kanu's case. The case was adjourned because they have already discussed it that they don't want to release him. They know they have no case against him. So what they are just doing right now is just to suffer him. And they are running away from this case. That is it. They have already planned that Kanu will not be released until 2023. Another president will take over. Maybe that president will take over the prosecution. That is just their mindset. You understand? But this is really very wrong. If Abubakar Malami, and the president of Nigeria can openly give amnesty to people, terrorists who have destabilized this country, now they keep us for where we are now. We don't sleep with two eyes closed. If you live in Nigeria, you should know what I'm talking about. People don't go to their farm. Even when you are traveling on land, you are afraid. You are even going to travel on air, you are afraid. The truth is that nobody is free again in this country. Surprisingly today, those bandits who adopted some Nigerians in Abuja Kaduna Road have threatened to adopt Mr. President, El-Rufai, other governors and senators if they did not, respond to their demand. You can imagine. And the government is still pampering these people. What is going on here? These are one of the things that brought agitations in this country. How can we be living in a country that pampers terrorists? Who does that? Who does that? They have the names of those who sponsors this Boko Haram and the bandits in this country. The Nigerian government said they will not shame them. They will not drag them. They won't be arrested. And nobody is talking. We don't talk. People don't talk now. You don't tire. Wait till you go do. Because now then they power. Now, Nnamdi Kanu and the agitators, don't be their problem. Funny enough, the Northerners, when these things they happen to, when all these bandits they kill, they do this and all that, they know they see all those things as a problem to them. Once you just mention Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter, you see all of them running from nowhere. They want to talk. How can you carry elephant on your head and you are picking cricket on the ground? An international working group declared that Nigerian government should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because his arrest, the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is unlawful and an infringement on his international human rights. I beg your pardon. The working group on arbitrary detention under the United Nations Commission on Human Rights disclosed this in a statement published on its website. The group comprises scholars and experts who specializes in human rights issues and related laws. Kanu is facing terrorism charges in Nigeria before Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja. He has been in the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS) since mid-2021. The IPOB leader was detained after he was arrested in Kenya and repatriated in June 2021. He was arrested over his agitation for Biafra and, by extension, Nigeria's breakup. The statement by the working group said the working group is mindful that Article 9(2) of the Covenant requires that anybody who is arrested is not only informed of the reasons for the arrest, but also promptly informed of any charges against him, as explained by the Human Rights Committee in the General Comment number 35. The obligation escapulated in the Article 9(2) has two elements. Information about the reasons for the arrest must be provided immediately upon arrest, and there must be prompt information about the charges provided thereafter. So failure to do so, violations of Article 9 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 9 of the Covenant and the Principles of 10 of the Body of Principles, and renders the person's arrest devoid of any illegal basis. And the Nigerian government is telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be released, that the court will determine his fate. Okay, let's see how it goes. I'm dropping it here. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye for now.